Welcome back to the Energy Hub, where we explore the unseen forces that shape our lives, our mindsets, our energy, and the way we respond to challenges. I am your host, and today's episode is all about resilience. Resilience, the ability to stand firm in the face of adversity and to see setbacks not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to something greater. Life has a way of throwing the unexpected at us. One moment, everything seems to be moving smoothly, and the next, we are faced with a challenge that tests our patience, our faith, and our ability to stand grounded. Just recently, I woke up from a business trip to London only to realize that my car had been stolen overnight. Now, if you have ever lost something valuable, whether it's a possession, an opportunity, or even a relationship, you know that feeling. That sudden wave of distress, the sinking realization that something you worked for is gone. But here's the thing. I had a choice. I could either allow frustration and anger to consume my day, or I could choose to move forward with the belief that this loss was not an end, but a transition, a space being created for something greater. This is the core of resilience. How we choose to respond when life tests us. We all face adversity, but what differentiates those who strive from those who remain stuck in those adversity is mindset. Now let's look at resilience within the perspective of energy. Challenges often force us to shift our perspective. When we consider setbacks, we have two options: dwell in the loss or lean into the learning, the lessons. It's easy to react emotionally in the moment, but true power lies in pausing, breathing, and reframing the situation. Think about it. How many times have you looked back at a challenge and realized that it actually led you to something better? Maybe a job you didn't get redirected you to a career that aligned you better to something that aligns more with your purpose. Maybe it was a door that appeared closed that made way for even a bigger opportunity for you. Now, when we embrace this perspective, we shift from being victims of circumstances to co-creators of our reality. There is a role of faith and trust though. Now, resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing forward. It's about believing that every setback is setting you up for a comeback. I take that again. It's about believing that every setback is setting you up for a comeback. And it requires trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in the timing of things. And trust that even in the midst of a loss, there is something waiting to be gained. There is a saying, what is meant for you will never pass you by. If we truly embrace that, then no loss is final. No challenge is insurmountable. What we often perceive as an obstacle may actually be a realignment, guiding you or guiding us towards something better suited for us. Let's look at some practical steps to cultivate resilience. So how do you develop this mindset? How do you strengthen your resilience muscle so that when life throws the unexpected at us, we don't just survive, but thrive? Number one, acknowledge the feeling, but don't dwell in it. It's okay to feel frustrated, disappointed, or even angry. I was very angry when I woke up to realize my car was gone. Acknowledge the emotion, but don't let it control your response. The goal is to move from reaction to intention. Number two, reframe the narrative. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this teaching me? This small shift in language can change your entire outlook about life and the situation you're being confronted with. Number three, stay in motion. Keep going, even when it's difficult. I decided that day to just get on with the day's business. Went on, carried out a health and safety check on one of my project sites, had a series of meetings, and moved on like nothing happened that day. While I was still, when I had the opportunity, making relevant calls to the relevant authorities, so keep going. Despite the difficulty, take the next step, even if it is small. Adversity becomes overwhelming when we feel stuck. But movement, whether it's physical, mentally, or spiritually, keeps us empowered. Number four, surround yourself with the right energy. The people you surround yourself with can either fuel your resilience or drain it. Seek those who inspire, uplift, and remind you of your strength. Number five, trust that something greater is on its way. You need to trust that something greater is on its way. The fact that you've lost something doesn't mean that is the end of the world. What's lost is not the end. The energy we put into believing in better things ahead shapes our reality. My closing thoughts. As I moved through my day after the theft of my car, I chose not to let it define my energy. I chose to focus on what still remained. My purpose, my vision, and my belief that something better is already in motion. And I share this with you today because I know you too, have faced challenges that seemed unfair, unexpected, or even unnecessary. But what if there weren't any challenges? What if every challenge is simply a shift, leading you to something greater? Think about it. What if that challenge you see is actually guiding you into your purpose, leading you into your future, nudging you to do something greater? You can't see this reality, you can't see this context of it if you dwell in the negative energy that comes with such challenges. So today, I invite you to reflect on this. How do you respond when life shakes you, your very foundation? When things happen around you that appears unfair, do you react with fear or do you respond with faith? Because at the end of the day, at the very end of the day, resilience isn't about experiencing loss. It's about knowing that no loss can truly ever take away what is meant for you. Repeat again. It's not about you experiencing loss, but the fact that what is meant for you can actually not be taken from you because you've lost something. Right? So, thank you for tuning into the Energy Hub today. If this episode has resonated with you, please kindly share with someone who might need a reminder of their own strength, like I'm doing to you today. So until the next time, stay grounded, stay resilient, and always trust that better things are on their way. Thank you, and stay connected to the Energy Hub.